Welcome to McGraw-Hill Personal Tutors. Use synthetic division to find x to the fourth minus 3x cubed minus 3x squared plus 7x plus 6 divided by x squared plus 2x plus 1. In order to use synthetic division, the first thing we'll do is factor the divisor. X squared plus 2x plus 1, as you may recognize, is a perfect square trinomial whose binomial factors are x plus 1 and x plus 1, which indicates to us the 0, or the root, will be -1. And that comes from setting the factor equal to 0 and solving. So, synthetic division involves putting the 0 in a box and then listing the coefficients of the dividend. Now, it's important to note that this polynomial is complete and descending. So we have a fourth power, a third power, a second power, a first power, and then a constant. So we are complete and descending. So we'll be using the coefficients of the dividend. The coefficient of x to the fourth is 1. The coefficient of the cubed term is -3. The coefficient of the quadratic term is also -3. The coefficient of the linear term is 7, and the coefficient of the constant is 6. So we are complete and descending. From here, we'll bring down the first value, which is 1, and then we're going to multiply by what we've put in the box. We put -1 in the box because that was the 0 of the divisor. 1 times -1 is -1, and then we'll add -3 plus -1 is -4. Repeat the process, multiplying by what's in the box. -1 times -4 is 4, and then we'll add. The sum of -3 and 4 is 1. Multiply by what's in the box, and then add. The sum of 7 and -1 is 6. Multiply by what's in the box, and then add. Now, you'll notice that we get 0. I always make 0 a smiley face because that tells us that x plus 1 is a factor of our original polynomial. Now, notice that our quadratic term has now turned into a cubic term, and I'm just going to go write that for you so you can see it. So we have x cubed, 1x cubed, minus 4x squared, plus 1x plus 6. So what we've done so far is factor one of those linear binomials. So if we would multiply these two, we would get the original dividend. We're not finished though, because we had another 0. Remember that this was a double root. So we'll repeat the process with the reduced polynomial. -1 goes in the box again because -1 was a double root. But now we'll be using these numbers. 1, -4, 1, and 6. Repeating the process, bring down the 1, multiply by what's in the box. the product of negative 1 and 1 is negative 1. And then we'll add. The sum of negative 4 and negative 1 is negative 5. Repeat, multiply by what's in the box. And then find the sum. Multiply by what's in the box. And then find the sum. And once again, we get 0, which means there's no remainder. So at this point, we have divided by x plus 1 twice. The answer to the question will be what's left here. We started with a degree 4, worked down to a degree 3, and now we're at a quadratic. 1x squared minus 5x plus 6, using the numbers as coefficients. The original question said to use synthetic division to find x to the 4th minus 3x cubed minus 3x squared plus 7x plus 6 divided by x squared plus 2x plus 1. Our final answer to that question is x squared minus 5x plus 6. Thank you for using McGraw-Hill Personal Tutors.